Hi, I'm Laura McCarthy.
I'm Anita McCarthy.
Yes, we've just done a video that we put on YouTube just of our fun family farm, all the antics that go on around here. Wanted to showcase some of the good going on in dairy because we're aware of negative media that you see.
So your mum and dad moved here 35 years ago.
It's about 290 cow dairy farm we've got going on here. Mostly crossbred breed. We've got the odd Frisian, the odd Normandy, Speckle Park. We like our funky breeds. Got some
hobby farm.
My mum comes from a farming background. Her parents came out from Holland. How many years ago, Mum?
60 years ago.
60 years ago. Her father came out from Holland. They bought a dairy farm up in the Waikato, so she grew up on a dairy farm. My dad was actually an Auckland boy, but he left at 16 to go dairy farming. They had a farm out Orini before coming down to Galatea, and we've been here ever since. We always have lots of fun building projects going on the farm. I actually live in a tiny home down the farm that me and my mum built. It's an under 10 square metre little cabin. New project going on for the winter is I'm building a hobbit hole down the other end of the farm.
What's this own business?
I'm as in with the family, they get roped into it all. So that's going to be our summer project to get that finished. During lockdown, we started with the moon gate that you can see out here. We've got a big garden, about 5 hectares of garden on the farm. So we're just always forever extending on that. We grew up planting trees and whatnot. We used to actually have a native nursery here on the farm. So our Saturdays were spent potting up trees and planting our waterways and whatnot. Usually I'm travelling during the winter months and I'll be making little travel videos while I do that. But because of lockdown, we've been stuck here in the valley, but it's a pretty good place to be stuck. We've been filming all our antics over lockdown. And yeah, so decided to spend a day filming. Oh, it was more than a day, sorry. It's just an accumulation of all the random videos that we take on our phones throughout the year. And yeah, stuck that together.
Try and capture everything
Yeah.
that happens throughout the year on a dairy farm.
I mean, it really is just our day-to-day activities, but you get it on film and you slap that together. And like we love watching back with our travel videos, with our building projects, to be able to go a year later and see, oh yeah, that was cool. Like, it's a good,
way better than just looking back through photos.
Yeah. So everyone keeps telling us, all our friends and family, they know of our videos. So someone suggested, why not put it on the New Zealand Farming webpage? And since then, it's just exploded. I think my last count, what was it at?
It's over 100,000 views.
Which is pretty insane.
People all over the world sharing it. And I'm stoked. It's exactly what we wanted from this video. Just get out the good side of farming.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm so happy that it ended up like that.
Yeah. And then I had a radio interview yesterday, so that was aired this morning on Rural Talk Magic Hour. That was pretty cool. I've never done that before either. Something different. It is meant to be a working farm, but we've kind of turned it into a hobby farm. We must have 50 cows out there with names. One of them being Sven. We had we have an Olaf as well.
Have an Olaf.
Yep. One of our prime cows, Mary Poppins is her name. Dad actually named her because she's practically perfect in every way. And so she started a dynasty. We've got a little Poppins, got a mini Poppins, baby Poppins.
Got a PJ,
Poppins Junior. Yeah. There's just so many pet cows in the herd. It's going to turn quite problematic one day when we've just got all these animals that aren't going anywhere. And so all three of us girls, we've got a younger sister who works on the farm as well. We're all LIC AB technicians along with our father. Just coming into the busy season now, these girls do their run here in Galatea. I go up the coast to a Portakey. It'll just be about 2 months of non-stop getting cows pregnant.
Up at 3:30 in the morning, milking our cows, then going out to get all the Valley's cows pregnant, and it's a busy time of year, but it's very enjoyable. We love it.
We do. So it's a difficult job, but find it very rewarding.
Very rewarding.
Living the kind of lifestyle we do, dairy farming, it gives us a lot of time and ability to kind of work on our more creative sides.
Try new things.
Nita and I have just recently started a tiny little business, My Mum's Garage. Where we're creating woodwork and resin kind of products, tables, chopping boards, serving boards, all that fun stuff. I do a bit of painting, so when I'm not milking cows, I'll be locked away in my cabin trying to make some artwork. And even out in the garden, we get to just, there's no limit to the creativity that we can
And that's
achieve
what you
around
get
here.
being brought up on a farm,
Yeah.
I feel.
It's this lifestyle, you just, if you want to do something, you
Yeah.
go ahead and do it. We've
You-
got the space to do it. We've
You
got
learn
the,
a lot of practical skills.
yeah. What was it? There was a cool quote someone once said, our practical creativity. So it's one thing to be creative and then one thing to be practical, but we've got a practical creativity going on. So this is actually our second cow video. 2015, Nita and I worked on a farm down the other end of the valley. The farm was called Supermoo. So this was just when I was starting out with kind of filmmaking and whatnot. So the film editing's rubbish and the filming itself is rubbish, but
It was still a lot of fun, and it just showcases again.
And we love looking back on the fun that we had that year.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
One of our favourite years farming. So.
Yeah, and then this is now our second one, and I'm sure there'll be a third one in
And
the
so
works.
forth.
Yeah,